I've decided I fucking hate TikTok and I just want to talk about it with someone who isn't on TikTok. So if you're using YouTube, you're probably not scrolling TikTok right this second. If it isn't for the obvious reasons like addiction, attention problems, and all the other mental health symptoms we've seen amongst the app, I can't help but feel like there's a lot of things that people aren't really talking about when it comes to TikTok. The features that have been added are taken away what made TikTok so special to begin with, which was the interaction and the connection we had on there. Back in release, TikTok used to feel like a separate world. You'd open the app and it was full of your friends, your mutuals, people doing things the same as you. It wasn't about monetization, it wasn't about marketing, it was just people doing funny dances and having fun. I can't help but think that these features that have been added recently are just taking away that. It feels like TikTok is being stripped into some kind of like business place, and I know every social media has done that. I know like everything's a business. I know that's how the world works. But there's something specific about TikTok that it makes it feel like a constant ad when I go on the platform. When you have a look at your typical scroll through TikTok, you open up your For You page, you load it up, someone's on a live stream. Oh, what are they doing? They're advertising a free sold product that doesn't fucking work. They weren't in the process of creating it. They know nothing about it. They've just been sent it for free because they've clicked through a little free sample link and they think they're going to make money from it. The next one is an AI video of a dog doing handstands. The next is an influencer. Once again, they're marketing something, but they're not actually telling you it. There isn't no thing that says, yeah, this is an ad, or anything that says, yeah, I'm getting paid for this, because they don't actually have to do it on there, do they? It seems to go by all of the community guidelines. This isn't me being a party pooper, by the way. Like, I'm all for people getting their bag and whatever it is you girls call it, girl bossing and whatever. I do think we have to have a look at the overconsumption and the materialism that is happening just by people being on TikTok and engaging with them kind of content alone. It feels like everything is marketing in disguise on that app. Like I said, you can have 1,000 followers and you can go on there and you can click and you can get a free sample. I'll put my hands up, I've been there, I've clicked through samples, I've got free samples that I definitely was not interested in. I was just doing it purely for the fact of getting a free thing from TikTok. In fact, I've 100% got some shit laid around this room that is just shit from TikTok that I didn't actually want and I wouldn't have actually paid for. I've been interested in wanting if it wasn't for the fact I got it for free and I could post a video and show everyone. Every single thing we do in this life is about status. People can say it's not and that you're doing it for you and you're doing it for yourself, but everything is about how other people perceive us. Whether you think you're doing that or not, consciously or subconsciously, you're doing things for other people. You're doing things to please other people and to get a reaction that you're looking for, get the attention you're looking for. TikTok has just maximized this whole post 3 videos a day and become a content creator, and you can go on these private jets and you can have a mansion and you can have a swimming pool and you can do this and you can buy all these clothes and you can get Lululemon and you can get matcha and Dubai chocolate and Labubu's and fucking whatever else. I just think the app is merging us into the same kind of people who are all thinking the same way. Lots of people don't like change, and that's okay, but when you look at a society that is so addicted to an app that they scroll it constantly, the amount of times I'll go to the bus stop and there'll be kids and they're talking to their friends but they're scrolling TikTok at the same time, and they're talking about the TikToks they're seeing. They're like, oh, have you seen this one, have you seen that one, oh my god, brain rot, skibbity toilets, 6-7. This shit is rotting our brains just because we're old enough to kind of look past it and say, okay, that's not good for us, that's not great for us to be seeing. Just because we've got that conscience to be able to see further beyond what's being shown doesn't mean children have. And whilst I do believe that kids just shouldn't be on the internet at all, and that's a conversation for another time, they are still going to be, and I think the way TikTok has structured themselves, they're not helping this whole save kids and get them off the internet. Keir Starmer's talking at the moment about banning social media for under 16. Children are still going to find a way to get on there. Children are going to find a way to get past that. And when they get through that and they get onto the internet and they get onto social media and they see this content that is supposed to be adult because it's supposed to be an adult space, therefore everything should be for adult eyes, it's quite worrying. I've got the brains to be able to see a video and say, okay, that's an ad in disguise, but children can't. Or people that are more vulnerable, for example, like your grandma, your disabled autistic brother. I think the way that everything is marketing, it is just becoming so deceitful. A strong line between clever marketing that makes you go, wow, that's proper smart, and why didn't I think of that? Just being straight up a liar. And I just think too many companies are merging this line. When you go on TikTok comments, you see Duolingo in the top video. You go to the next video and you see the Bastille pasta. Nah, what's that pasta brand called? Basilia? Okay, that you'll see them in the comments saying, oh my god, like linguine. Shut up. You're not trendy, you're not cool, you're not down with the kids, you're not part of this little community we have going on, you're just trying to market. And like I said, children won't register that. They'll just see it as funny. I used to see it as funny. I used to see brands in the comments and be like, oh my god, look what Duolingo said. But in reality, that's such a dystopian world to live in, that we have companies and businesses that are living alongside us trying to act as real people. Okay, this isn't me saying that people that work for companies aren't real people. I mean, like, these accounts that are a brand account, and it's obviously a human like managing it and operating it and typing the things, but it's the fact that it's like, it's a brand, and that it's weird. The power balance, like the dynamic is weird. Like, it's weird. The rise of AI definitely isn't helping this at all. There are so many people that are having a business or having some kind of platform, you know, this kind of hub that is purely AI generated. That's a conversation for another video, but just how dystopian it all is. Okay, there's been a plane going over for about 10 minutes, so if you can still hear it, I'm really fucking sorry. Tracking back to the whole we're merging into the same person thing, I really think TikTok is amplifying that, because look at everyone you see. Everyone looks the same, everyone sounds the same, everyone posts the same things, everyone's wearing the same things, everyone's saying the same jokes, everyone's got the same hobbies, everyone's got the same interests, career goals, everyone's got the same everything. We as people are losing our identity and sense of individuality because of this. When's the last time you actually liked something because you liked it, not because TikTok liked it? Your Spotify Wrapped for last year, who was the trending artist? I had Samba on there, okay? I've never heard of Samba before TikTok. Why was he on top of my Spotify Wrapped? Why did he take so much of my attention over all these other artists that I've loved for years and years and years? That's not me saying that you can't evolve and you can't grow and you can't expand your knowledge or preference or likes, dislikes, whatever. That's not me saying that you can't change and you have to stay the same. I just think TikTok is merging us into the same person. Last year it is a bit positive that, yeah, I'd never heard of Samba before TikTok. It also meant that Samba took a spot on my Spotify top 5. Normally would have been someone unique, someone niche, someone important to me. And whilst that example doesn't really matter because it's just Spotify Wrapped, there are so many other situations when things like these do matter. Christmas list, look at the things that were on it. Did you pick these things because you liked them, or was it because that was what was trending on TikTok? As we know, trends do not help the overconsumption and fast fashion crisis we've got going on. Whilst I don't necessarily think it's a problem to take inspiration or influence from things that you like and enjoy online, I think the extent we're doing it is way too far. Like, it's scary. If you look on your Instagram explore page, it is likely girls that all look the exact same. Scroll through TikTok and it's all hauls of people going to the same stores, seeking out the same items. Everyone is matching to the point where it's more than just taking inspiration and it's just direct copying. And once again, this isn't me being the fun police. You can do whatever the fuck you want. If these are the things that make you happy and you like TikTok aesthetics, then go for it. I think it's really important to keep a sense of your individuality and also explore things that you like, not just what everyone else likes. Many things that you lose out on, miss out on, forget about purely because you're too focused on what everyone else is looking for and liking and listening to. And these things we've spoken about, combined with some of the features TikTok have added, such as the photos in comments, the create mode, text, speech thingy, and the AI can use your fucking content and do whatever it wants with it thing. I think all of them things combined with what we've spoken about is just ruining the fucking internet. Votes in comments was something that we all begged for, me included. I put my hands up, I begged for it, I really wanted it. I thought it'd be a helpful feature, you know, like on Facebook when you're talking about something specific and it's cool to be able to put your own photo in the comments. Yeah, like I thought it'd be like that. Instead, comment sections have turned wordless. We don't even speak in them anymore. It's just reaction pictures and the same one over and over and over. Half of them are just AI. They're not even real fucking people. We're posting reaction pics of AI generated people. I think it's really fucking strange that we're using something else as a shortcut for everything all of the fucking time. It seems like a little thing. People don't type up a few word comments, even if it's just an emoji in the comments. That you're still making a mark differently to what you are by just putting the same meme or the same reaction pic that every other person has put 100 times. The genuine sad thing is, I used to want to be a content creator. I used to want to be a TikToker. I used to want to be making videos and posting them out, and I did that, and I got a following, enjoyed it, but it got to the point where I wasn't even posting things that I wanted to post or things that I was interested in making videos and editing about, because I was just posting what I thought would get views. I think there's always going to be that one person that'll say, oh my god, I'm not bothered about the money, I'm not doing it for the money, but I genuinely didn't want to view my TikTokers that way. I wanted it to be a place where I could collect the things that meant a lot to me. It's just me out when people say it, but like an online diary, like that's what I was aiming for. Instead, I constructed a basic copycat TikTok that everyone else had the same kind of thing. Followers aren't interested in me, they're interested in trends, things that I'm not even interested in myself. Started posting videos purely to get views and purely in the aim of wanting to make money. I think that's a sad way to look at life, because then you start to view every single thing you do in life through a content lens. And how can I make a video out of this? How could I make this into an Instagram post? Actually, what could I post on Threads about this? Like, what could I tweet? When you're starting to market every single part of what you do, you lose yourself. You literally lose yourself to business, and you lose yourself to capitalism. And whether it's your own business, your own brand or not, it doesn't make you girl boss. It makes you boring, it makes you ununique. I think it's becoming increasingly obvious how little money people actually make on TikTok now. I know a lot of influencers have come out and kind of said that they weren't making as much money as they were. A lot of influencers have actually been exposed and shown to be making pennies and living a very poor, common lifestyle compared to what they were portraying. Not normal to open your phone and see an 18-year-old go on a private jet and scroll next and see a 20-year-old guy selling life courses, and you can do the exact same if you just buy his course for £200 and do everything that he did. So this hustle mindset that is going through society at the minute, this absolute incentive to grind and work and to not sleep and to, you know, keep making money and to get to the top and to beat capitalism, ruining us as a society. A bit like, you know, that famous quote, do something you love every day and it won't be work or some shit to you. I can't remember how it is, like, it won't be considered a job. I actually reject that. I don't believe in that. I think that if you start to view things as a career and as a task and as something you have to do rather than something you want to do just because you enjoy creating, mentally shifts something and makes you just not want to do it. So I had the exact same thing happen to me. I started posting videos because I wanted to be a content creator and I wanted to be a TikToker and whatever else, and I wasn't really posting because I enjoyed what I was making. And don't get me wrong, we are the generation that's grown up with the internet, okay? We've seen the YouTubers actually become a career. We've seen YouTuber be something that people can aspire to be. Before, it was just random niche videos on the internet, and now it's, you know, it can be a job. While I think that's amazing and it's great and it's beautiful, we need to all stop viewing life in that lens. It's making everything less about creation and more about money. I don't think TikTok is doing much for us in terms of mentally. I know I'm not the first to say that, okay, but I think the way that there are these certain buzzwords that kind of trend and get attention at the time, I don't think it's healthy whatsoever. Recently, words that I can think of are niche. I've said it in this video hundreds of times, okay? Niche, that's suddenly a buzzword. Everything's niche. You have an interest that only you're the only one in your friendship group who likes it. You're niche. There were so many things, and whilst the word niche doesn't really matter if we're getting that wrong and messing it up, things like mental disorders and diagnoses is where that starts to blur the line. Bed rotting, overstimulated, depressed, anxiety, these things are all becoming buzzwords. They're becoming things for people to say because they know it will get a certain reaction, it will get a certain type of attention, becoming popular because of it. I don't think in any kind of world, OCD, anxiety, depression, BPD, bipolar, schizophrenia, I don't think them words should be trending and should be so normalised for kids to be able to just see content around that. I think there's a fine line between raising awareness and just using it for attention. And when kids go on the internet and they go on TikTok and they see this creator getting millions of likes because they have bipolar or because they're OCD or because they're majorly depressed and they're bedrotting and they can't get out of bed, kids will mentally aspire to be that way whether or not they perceive it as negative or not, because the way their brain works is different. They simply just view the part which is attention, positive attention. Everyone loves me, everyone cares about me, everyone's commenting on my video. I don't actually think about the fact that that is a disorder and something that real people live with. I'm gonna make another video about this kind of subject because I have a lot to talk about on that way. Same as how everyone is autistic now, you know. I think that ADHD and autism, they have been spoken about and spread awareness so much on the internet, which is great, but there also comes a point where it's like, okay, this isn't about awareness, this is about showing off. Sounds really fucking weird to say showing off when it's about disorders, but that is the reality of the generation we live in. Like, there are people that just lie because it's jokes, innit? Like, they like attention. Bad attention is good attention. Like, I don't know. With modernity, I know that everything is getting bigger, and our research and the amount we know is just increasing every day. Whilst more people probably are getting diagnosed with autism because, you know, we know more about it now, we're able to like recognize it. I do think there is a great extent of people that simply have conditioned themselves into believing they have it because of what social media is portraying on what that illness is like. I don't know, I'm gonna go into that on another video because I think I'm just like chatting shit now. Like, I think I'm genuinely just like straying everywhere. I just wanted to hop on here and talk about these things because it's something that's been really fucking me up. Like, I hate TikTok now. I genuinely despise it, and I don't see how other people are not seeing it. And I realise that's the exact type of thing I should be making a video about. That's what I should be posting about. Post about things that are genuinely annoying me and genuinely making me angry and genuinely making me emotive, okay? Because like, emotion is what we're lacking in TikTok nowadays. I've missed that this entire video. We're lacking emotion, empathy, emotion, and just like the ability to be human, okay? I think we've lost that. Peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be.